cold milk. We keep it real because you delicious.
There.
Kellogg's Special K.
They say only nerds drink Diet Coke.
Oh, wait. I got to turn this off. There we go. Well, it's Saturday, and I'm here again. And got stuff to talk about. A few personal things to talk about, and then we'll get to the news. I did some things this week. Kind of shifted shit around medically. Got some stuff handled. I took care of my mental health and my physical health this week. Is that all I'm going to say? I don't normally talk about my mental health, but I'm going to today. I've been seeing a shrink for 20 years now. Hey, dog. Sophia. Welcome aboard. I love you too, sweetheart. I went to see my shrink Monday, and I'm not real happy with the guy. It's pretty much a pill mill. I don't think I've ever spent more than 10 minutes with the dude. So I decided after I got my prescription that I wanted somebody new. So on Wednesday, I saw my primary care physician and told her I wanted to be referred to a different psychiatrist. So Thursday, I went to see somebody new. I'm in group therapy now, and I see a psychiatrist once a week. I go to group 3 times a week, and I think it's going to work out. Except that I also had to find a new cardiologist because the cardiologist I was going to see is no longer in my network. So I asked my primary care to set me up with a new cardiologist. So I went to see the new cardiologist Friday. The new cardiologist said, gee, you have virtually no circulation in your right foot. Ooh, it's 419. I got to get it together here. So the new cardiologist says, I want to do an angioplasty on your right leg to increase the circulation in your right foot. And I said, okay, fine. When you want to do that? He said, next week, Thursday. So Monday, you got to go for blood tests and a COVID test and quarantine yourself all week. So I won't be going to group next week or seeing my psychiatrist. So because I'll be in quarantine from the COVID test and having surgery on Thursday. So right off the bat, my psychotherapy is already screwed up. So happy 420. What a day. At least I'm getting things switched around. And I gotta turn the light on. Here we go. It's so dark. It's gonna rain. More. Ooh. A text from my bestie. Oh. Yeah, I sent her a picture of the mask that I opened the show with. She just sent me a response. That's all. Things could be worse. I could be Harvey Hill from Canton, Mississippi. Well, late of Canton, Mississippi. Harvey Hill was standing on John Flanagan's lawn one night, shouting at the sky in the rain. He was a former employee of John Flanagan who ran a landscaping business. And Harvey's had mental problems. And I guess he got a little argumentative on the job, and John had to let him go. So John's wife was in the house, and she called 911, and she told the 911 operator that Harvey was acting a little crazy on the front lawn. And when the police arrived, John told the police that he felt that Harvey needed a mental evaluation. Well, they didn't take him for a mental evaluation. They arrested him for trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. Carries a fine of up to $500. But when they took him off to jail, he was rather combative. Next day, the lockup, he threw a checkerboard at somebody and hit one of the guards with a lunch tray. So 3 guards jumped him and they kicked the living shit out of him. Smashed his head into a concrete wall a couple of times and handcuffed him. And they had all this on film. What they didn't have on film was the beating he took in the shower when they dragged him in there. So then they took him to the infirmary where a licensed practical nurse gave him a once over. Didn't give him any medication, though. And they put him in solitary. 45 minutes later, they checked up on him and he was dead. The unfortunate cops are not qualified to dispense or enforce law. Lawyers should be cops. Yeah, well, lawyers shouldn't be lawyers. I think my nose is running. But thing is, excuse me. This as tragic as this is one of 7,571 such incidents that occurred between 2008 and 2019 in some 500 different facilities across the country to people who had not yet been convicted of anything. These were people waiting to go to trial that ended up dead in jails around the country. People who were either charged and waiting to go to hearings, or people who couldn't make bail. ended up being killed by guards or other inmates. It's a 35% increase in brutality in jails in the past 15 years. This is a fucking outrage. And these are people who haven't even gotten their day in court yet. Okay? These are not convicted criminals. These are people who are innocent until proven guilty. Okay? These are innocent people that are dying. 7,571 people who ended up dead. Okay? This is nuts. The fuck's going on here? The fuck kind of brutality is this? Guilty till proven innocent. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Harvey was not an isolated incident. So, Trump held his town hall meeting. Since he wouldn't debate remotely, didn't wanted to be in the same room with Biden again, so he could spread his virus, I guess. Didn't go well. He admitted he doesn't test every day. He doesn't even know if he was tested on the day of the debate, even though that was a requirement. They were on the honor system. So now we know how much honor the president has. Okay. And he spouted 85% bullshit. He said that 85% of the people who wear masks catch the virus. Okay. I don't know. I haven't had the virus yet, and I've been wearing a mask. So, I don't know. 85% of the people wearing a mask catch the virus. I think that's a little bit of a bizarre statement. When asked about QAnon, he says he knows nothing. Except the commentator already had just described to him precisely what QAnon is. And then he says, oh, I don't know anything about it. She says, I just told you about it. He says, well, just because you told me about it doesn't mean it's true. So, fucking guy's a moron. So, he still believes that, that QAnon's a good thing because, after all, they don't like pedophiles. So that makes it okay. Okay, makes QAnon okay because they don't like pedophiles. Okay. But they still believe that the Democrats in Hollywood are stealing babies and drinking their blood and eating their flesh. Okay. So Savannah Guthrie says, what the hell is wrong with you? You can't be retweeting shit, and he says, she said, you're not someone's crazy uncle. But actually he is. Okay. He's Mary Trump's crazy uncle. So, Savannah Guthrie, you were wrong. Zombies are coming too. Yes. Yes, they are. This is all the start of The Walking Dead here. So Trump said if he didn't have social media, he said, I wouldn't be able to get the word out. And the word, and Savannah interrupted him and she says, the word is false. Which was an excellent point to make at that point, I think. Let everybody know that the word he's putting out is false. Okay. I don't know. My nose is just running and running today. It's the mold, I'm sure. Wet weather. I always react. To open another box of tissue here. So he claimed widespread voter fraud with thousands of votes in the trash with his name on them. Hey, buds, welcome aboard. The bird is the word. Yes. So thousands of ballots with his name on them were found in trash. There were 7. Okay. Not 7,000. 7 ballots. And we don't know that they had his name on them. Okay. When he was told that his own FBI director said there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud, his reply was, "Oh, really? Then he's not doing a great job." Okay. Katie, welcome aboard. I was just talking about Trump's town hall meeting and what a fiasco that was. Oh, and by the way, he's still blaming Gold Star families for his catching the virus. So he's never going to let vets forget, apparently. We're still losers. And there's no getting over that. Us Democrats, we got to keep eating them babies. Now the Amy Coney Barrett thing. So Lindsey Graham from South Carolina and Chuck Grassley from Iowa, who's by the way, if the president ain't there and the vice president ain't there and Nancy Pelosi ain't there, Chuck Grassley's the next guy in line for the #1 seat in the White House. I voted last week, so my part is done. Okay. I'm not even going to ask who you voted for. So anyway, Lindsey Graham and Chuck Grassley from Iowa, Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, both refused to be tested for COVID-19 before these Amy Coney Barrett hearings. Okay. They were, I don't know, afraid to be turn out they were positive, and not that they couldn't do this remotely. Okay, I mean, they could attend these hearings remotely. They could have done this from home. So even if they did test positive, they could still be in attendance. But they refused to be tested. Okay? Yes, she is a religious zealot. And we're going to get into that. Now, Mike Lee from Utah showed up at these hearings. Less than 2 weeks ago, he tested positive. And he showed up at these hearings without a mask. Okay, we don't know that he isn't still positive. And he showed up at these hearings without a mask. Now, she failed to disclose that she has signed petitions that are anti-Roe v. Wade. She signed a petition that is anti-in vitro fertilization. Okay. Now, why you would be opposed to in vitro fertilization, I don't know. But this petition she signed says in vitro fertilization is tantamount to manslaughter. Okay. This is nuts. This is a woman we're putting on the Supreme Court. A woman who thinks that if you're having trouble having a baby and you and your husband decide that you want to use in vitro fertilization to fertilize your egg so that you can have a baby, that this is tantamount to manslaughter? How is this even close to man? Who are you killing? You're making a baby. You're not killing anybody. I don't see how this is fertilizing it with your husband's sperm or some other individual's sperm and making a baby. Okay? This is not manslaughter. This is the furthest thing from manslaughter. This is creating life. She signed this petition. She wouldn't even say it was unlawful to intimidate people at the polls. Okay? Intimidate people at the polls. She wouldn't say that was illegal. She'd say she'd have to review that on a case-by-case basis. Like, you can go to the polls and you can go up to somebody and say, you better vote for who I say you should vote for. You better vote for who I say you should vote for. You better not vote for Trump. You better not vote for Biden. You better not vote for whoever I say you shouldn't vote for. You better not do that, or else I'm going to kick your ass. Senator Whitehouse's speech explained what is going on. There is no logic in dark money. Yes. Yes. This woman is scary, to say the least. She wouldn't answer anything. Should be nice to politicians. They don't know any better. Kind of like dealing with a 4-year-old child. Republican politicians. You can't put them all in the same bag, dog. You can't put them all in the same bag. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You can't do that. You can't put them all in the same bag. Anyway, this is the scariest person they've had up for nomination for the Supreme Court in a long time. Okay. I know they're both crooks. Crooks is one thing. Stupid is another. Okay. These people are acting stupid. Trump's in Janesville, Wisconsin today. Wisconsin has a 26% positivity rate, which means that 1 in 4 of his supporters could be infecting people there. The Surgeon General called Wisconsin a red state, and he wasn't talking about supporters. He wasn't saying it was a GOP state. By red state, the Surgeon General means that they have a positivity rating of over 10%. Wisconsin has a positivity rating 2.5 times that. Okay? To be a red state, you just have to have a positivity rating of over 10%. 26% in Janesville. Have a nice rally, Trump. Chris Christie, former New Jersey governor, who attended the Amy Coney Barrett party in the Rose Garden and ended up in intensive care with COVID-19, went on ABC and said he was wrong not to wear a mask, has taken on a whole different position with regard to this virus, much like the orange guy should have done and hasn't. But there's a reason for that. The White House has finally admitted, although not overtly, but covertly admitted, they're into herd immunity. Just like we suspected all along. They're doing the herd immunity thing. Orange guy doesn't have the virus. Most likely not. But they are doing herd immunity. We got that out of them this week. Herd immunity doesn't work. Okay, there have already been cases of people who have been reinfected. And when you're reinfected, most of the time it's worse. A Dutch woman died the second time she got the virus. Congested heart failure, good. Maybe it'll fucking kill him. There's a 29-year-old guy in Arizona who got it a second time. And he said it was much worse the second time around. So herd immunity is not something you can count on. Okay? We got over 8 million sick. Nearly 225,000 people are dead. Herd immunity. We don't want herd immunity. It's herd stupidity. What is herd immunity? Herd immunity is letting enough people get sick that everybody gets sick enough that we're immune to it. It's not going to happen. Yes. It's like the intelligence of a fucking cow. Doesn't exist. Okay, exactly. Like we're all just going around bumping into one another, and pretty soon enough of us will be sick that it won't fucking matter. That's herd immunity. Okay? And sooner or later, all the dead people who are going to die will die of it, and the rest of us be sick enough that it won't matter. All the dead people will be dead. Okay? And everybody else will be sick, so it won't matter. They used to do it. They used to do it with measles and chicken pox. Your kid got the measles. You invited a bunch of kids over to have a party so they all get the measles too. It's fucking crazy. Okay? It's just insanity. That's why he's holding these big rallies. Can we talk about rainbows? How about wow? Huh? How about a nice big wow? The wheat of the week is grape sugar cookies. Yeah, 2 million deaths in this country. Exactly. That's what it'd take for us to reach the herd immunity level. So grape sugar cookies, it's an indica hybrid at 20.99% THC. So after being told he's not somebody's crazy uncle, on Thursday night, Trump actually, for retweeting, okay, he was told he's not somebody's crazy uncle. And, well, of course, we all know he is somebody's crazy uncle. He retweeted Friday that Twitter had shut down its entire network to slow the spread of negative Biden news. He retweeted that from Babylon Bee. And Babylon Bee is a fake news network. It's satire, okay? In fact, their slogan is fake news you can use. Okay? And Trump retweeted this thinking it was the real thing. So the CEO of Babylon Bee said that they're Trump's most trusted, that they are Trump's most trusted news source. He said that sarcastically, needless to say. So that's our wow story for today. Yes, he's still an idiot. After further review, our president is still an idiot. We are picking the ones that go. They're the ones showing up at all the fucking Trump rallies. Okay? Unfortunately, they're taking it home to sensible people who didn't go to those rallies. Okay? So he is being selective about who he's giving it to. And I'll tell you, the interviews of the ever Trumpers on CNN about QAnon are hysterical. Honestly. Every day of the week he's going somewhere and doing these big rallies. No masks. People saying no, he shouldn't. Until he's got more facts, he ought to just keep supporting QAnon till he's got more facts. People are so fucking stupid. Can't believe it. Oh, I had another story on my phone that I found interesting. There's this fella. Oh, here he is. Robert T. Brockman, Texas billionaire. He owes the federal government over $2 billion in taxes. And they caught up with him. $2 billion tax fraud scheme. And they got him. So that was going to be one of my wow stories, but him retweeting this Babylon Bee thing was just too funny to pass up. But anyway, Oh, I'm having a giveaway. I think I mentioned that. On Tuesday's show. I'm having a giveaway. I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes. And you got to pick a number between 100 and 999. And I wrote a number down on the inside of the last page of this pad. And whoever gets the closest to that number in that 5-minute period wins a prize. And I'll send it out to you. States need to start their own businesses and stop bleeding people dry. They have. They sell weed. That's one of the businesses. Anyway, I'm going to start the timer now. And over the next 5 minutes, you guys just start guessing numbers, 3-digit numbers, between 100 and 999. Starting now. Started the timer. And then when the 5 minutes are up, we'll see who got the closest to the number. Doc says 148, 143. Okay. It's a 3-digit number, dog. $42 isn't going to work. It's a cool prize. In fact, there's 2 of them. Yeah, keep guessing. You got 5 minutes. Well, 4 now. Anyway, so the GOP is setting up fake ballot boxes all over the state of California. That's not very nice. Finally got orders to take them away. Geekicidal tendencies, welcome aboard. Hey, we're having a contest. It just started. You got another 3.5 minutes. Pick any 3-digit number between 100 and 999. You can enter as many times as you like. I'm giving away a prize. Whoever gets closest to the predetermined 3-digit number I selected will win. So just keep on guessing. And I'll go back and review all the numbers when the 5 minutes are up. Okay? Yeah, 1001, idiot. That's as bad as 42. Yeah, so they set up fake ballot boxes all over the state, idiots. Getting people to drop shit off in the wrong place. They'll do anything to try to win this fucking election. You know that. They even used Dr. Fauci in a commercial, in a political ad, against his will, without his knowledge. Used a quote of his, and then refused to take it down after he objected to it. 24. 3 digits. 3 digits. Doc, 3 digits. So after the Fauci ad came out, the Republicans against Trump got Olivia Troy, the young lady who was Pence's right-hand lady in the task force, the COVID task force. They got her to put out an ad in defense of Dr. Fauci. So that was nice. An anti-Trump ad in defense of Dr. Fauci, and that, that he would not have endorsed Trump in any way. So that's nice to see. So we got 36 seconds left here, folks. And so get your guesses in. We're counting down here. He cheats. Christopher, welcome aboard. Did you watch the West Wing special Wednesday night? It was amazing. No, I didn't. Buds and Hazard helps him. I see. Whoa. Our time is up. Okay. Time to reveal the number. And the number is 334. So who got closest to 334? Let's see here. $375. 341 from Buds. $333 from Geekicidal Tendencies. Geekicidal Tendencies, you won. You are the winner. Congratulations. You want to know what you won? Should I tell you? Winna, chicken dinner. You have won a pair of weed socks. They're very nice weed socks too, by the way. They're a cotton poly blend, and they're very stretchy and very comfortable. I wear them myself. I have several pair in various colors. Yours happen to be black and white. Weed socks. Yay. Weed socks. You win. So we'll be getting those out to you. So does Dog have your address? If not, I'll give you my email address, and you can send me your address. I'm hurricanespliffy@gmail.com. Oh, he has it. Okay. Then we'll get those out to you real quick. So you win. And that's all the news I have. So everything's wrapped up. Yeah, that's me. hurricanespliffy@gmail.com. So congratulations on your fine win. In fact, I'm wearing a pair today, only they're pink. See? So, very same brand. Made your day. Glad to hear that. Now I need something to make my day. So I got a really good night's sleep last night. I'm stunned because I don't usually sleep that good. I think it's just my mind being at ease over my mental health and my physical well-being. Things are finally working out for me. I've really been stressed. Tim, welcome aboard. Yeah, anyone can get recreational in Illinois. Yeah, you just pay a lot more for it. That's the difference in Illinois is the tax rate. The weed's all the same price, but they charge you a really high tax rate for recreational. Yeah, 21 and up. Yeah, recreational is like 2%, and then medical is like 2% tax, and recreational is like 18 to 25% tax or some shit like that, depending upon what you buy. So they really tax the fuck out of it. They nail you. So they're funny that way. Well, was it on the ballot? Good. I hope it gets passed. Good luck at at most dispensaries, unless it's only rec there. Oh, no rec along the border, Doug? I didn't know that. They only have medical dispensaries along the border? Yeah, we can grow here. Medical patients can grow. You can't grow recreationally. Yeah, come visit us. It's not like they do anything to you, even if you got weed. Unless you're a kid. Kids with weed get busted in Illinois. Adults with weed don't get busted much. They pretty much leave adults alone. I have lots of friends now who I can ask questions of. How many strains are available? Well, that's the thing, see. I go to a dispensary that's med only. And there are a lot of strains available to me. But from what I see in the dispensaries that are rec, there aren't a lot. Okay. So I don't really know what's available recreationally from the dispensaries. But you can check online. You can check iHeart Jane, and you can look yourself. You know, and if you live in a rural area in Illinois, you can grow, and you're not going to get caught anyway. And if you grow in your house, you're not going to get caught either. Especially with LED lighting now, it's not like you're drawing so much power. It's not like the old days. Nobody's looking at your electric bill. Those days are gone, I think, where you have to worry about that sort of thing. I mean, it's not like you got a garage grow going or anything. A tent or something isn't going to make any difference. And one what? What you growing, buds? Hello, buds. Wake up. Got to quit smoking that hash. Well, they send me the reports too. But I've been using more than my neighbors all the time. I don't give a shit. I've always gotten those overusage reports. But then I got lights on, televisions on, I got shit on all the time anyway. So, I mean, I just don't care. I just throw them out. Everybody gets usage reports. I mean, it's not, you're just paranoid. Strawberry glue next week. OG Kush harvest in 2 weeks. Ooh. Oh, this nose of mine. It's that old song. This old nose of mine been blown 1,000 times. She-Roy popping after that. I still got to get that second tent ordered. My American Express bill came today. So now I can order. See, I didn't want to put it on that bill. So today's the day to order. Colombian flu going around. That's not good. I just got a flu shot the other day. And boy, did that give me the chills. For about 2 hours that evening, I had the chills like nobody's business. And then that passed. I'm assuming it was either that or the sushi I had at my bestie's house. I don't know which. Sushi from the Jewel food store. So could have been the sushi. Strawberry and skunk booty? I thought there was a third strain you were growing. Got 8 of each seeds. Oh. Well, I'm going to order that second tent today. So get that taken care of. Looking for a third what? You got 8 of each seeds looking for a third. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. 2 foods you don't eat. Pizza from a Chinese food restaurant and sushi from a pizza restaurant. Yeah, well, this was sushi from the grocery store. That might have been a mistake too. So I don't know. That might have been a mistake. Or it might have been the flu shot. I'm not sure. Maybe after Biden wins, I can grow weed in Texas. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? That'd save my bestie a lot of sweating too. Because Texas is the only state she sweats about coming home. Coming home from Arizona. Because she can haul shit through any state except Texas. I know. That's what I'm saying. See, she can haul shit through all the states except Texas. So she can buy cheap in Arizona and bring it back to Illinois for her own personal consumption, no problem. But she really sweats that drive through Texas. Since you're not around anyone, you decided not to get a flu shot this year. See, I never get a flu shot. And this year I figured since we got all this other shit going on, this year I'd get a flu shot. And I got sick for a few hours, so. Sucks to be illegal. Yes, Chris, it does. Texas loves their criminals and supermax prisons. Yes, they do. Your mom isn't getting one either because she never goes out. I can see that. Last one I got was in 1968. And then I got one this year. So I never got a pneumonia shot. I probably should. Well, when I got the flu shot in 1968, I was in Alaska at the time. And it was perhaps the sickest I ever was in my life. Okay. From that shot. Yes, they had needles in the 60s. Actually, they gave it to me through a gun. It wasn't a needle. They just lined us all up and shot us with a gun. Why go where people are sick to get a shot not to get sick when all you need to do is stay away from people like we should with COVID anyway? That's true, except that I had to go to the doctor anyway. So while I was there, I got the shot. So now I sound like I'm sick. So got the only shot. You only get that every 5 to 8 years. You can't get the shot if you're sick. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm not sick. This is just a reaction to this lousy weather, mold, leaves, and rain. I get this all the time. Should have used my Flonase. I haven't used my Symbicort today. In fact, I haven't taken my morning meds. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 4:20 again. You're diabetic. Good reason. Sign up online. Yeah, I have to blow my nose again. It's just running and running. Uh, uh. Yeah. Is that you, Buster? Yeah. You got to wait till I wish everybody a happy 420 here. Just a minute. Less than a minute. Happy 420, everybody. I'm healthier now than I have been in years. With all of the healthy shit I've been doing for my immune system. Oh, great. It's not Tune In Tuesday. Or is it just a guy blowing his nose? Yes. It's the horn section in the room. So what's everybody else smoking today? Excuse me while I let Buster out. Come on, buddy. Let's go outside. Huh? Is that what you're wanting? Oh. hazard. Come on. Go outside. Where's Heidi? Come on, you going outside? Heidi, going outside? No, I guess not. I guess it's just Buster. Okay. Let's see here. Just switch from Durban Poison to Desert Storm. If you please, there's an alien soul living in you. Here's your sign. Scientology. Yeah. Lights coming on, a new day. What are you smoking, buds? Oh, skunk booty. I see. I didn't read far enough back. Bushweed. I spilled my bush beer on my little stash last week. Oh. So it's got a little rice in it. How's it tasting? Tastes a little hoppy, does it? Well, I can tell I didn't take my meds today. I'm shaking like crazy. I should do that while I'm thinking about it. You wouldn't mind if I took my meds, would you? I should take those. Otherwise, I'll forget. Well, it's good that it still works. Yeah, let me get out some things here. My medicine cup. Watch Cloak and Dagger with Dabney Coleman, 1980. Oh, yeah, good movie. Well, I got to call that one in. Get a refill. One of these. One of those. One of these. One of these guys. One of those. One of these here. One of these. What's this? Yeah, one of those two. There. There. No. Oh, and let the dogs in. Dog. Just Buster.
Come on in, Buster Dick.
There. That's done. I took my bank pill every day. I might get pregnant. Well, there's not much chance of that happening. I don't think I'm going to get pregnant. I think I'm pretty safe there. At my age, not much chance. Kind of past that. So. Well, it's not vodka. It's Mike's Hard Tangerine lemonade. So, not a vodka lover. So, a tequila man. So, did you take the list? Oh, must already be out the door. Anyway, where were we? Let's see if I can go back. Cloak and Dagger. Dabney Coleman. Oh, yeah, good movie. Oh, I'm caught up. Never mind. So, what is it? Just 17 days or something till the election. That's and Biden's already got enough votes, I think. So it's already a lock. The way people are turning out, it doesn't look like Trump's got much of a chance. He's already begging people to vote for him. He's begging women to vote for him. You know, please vote for me. It's gotten to that point. Okay. I think he already knows it's a lost cause. So, be interesting to see what happens. Because, you know, I think this mail-in voter fraud thing is all going to backfire on him. So I think a lot of people are just going to show up at the polls early and show up at the polls on the day of the election. And that the mail-in voting isn't really going to matter much. Yes, please like me. Exactly. Yeah, please like me. I really think that's what's going to happen here. Is that he's played up this mail-in voter fraud so much that people are just going to show up at the polls instead. And fuck you. We're just going to show up early and we're going to vote in person. You know, that's what's going to happen. We're not going to rely on the mail. He's been our next president for the last 4 years. I don't know. I think there's a distinct possibility that it's going to be a landslide. You know, I truly do. I think it's going to be a landslide. It's going to be indisputable. Okay. I tried to track my mail-in ballot last night, and the website was overwhelmed until they can catch up by midweek next week. Ah. Yeah, Illinois, initially I thought you weren't able to track your mail-in ballot, but apparently you can. So that's good. They were originally listed as one of the states where you couldn't do that. But apparently you can do that. So. But like I said, I'm voting in person on election day because I can do that. And then I'll surprise all the Republicans around here and vote for a Democrat. 3 more voting locations because of voter turnout. Begging for poll volunteers. Yeah, that's a problem, finding people to work the polls. All 4 of them. Well, Texas, I guess that's been a problem in Texas. It's polling places. 1 per county. Yeah, no, and then a judge overturned that, and then another judge overturned that. That sucks. Yeah, it's not an issue here either. Illinois is really good about it. Midget power. How corrupt your political system has been for literally centuries. Made you look like fools. You're right. People won't learn a thing from it. You know what it is? It's people's obsession with celebrity and not using their heads to think with. That's what it is. The average American doesn't think. Okay? That's where the problem arises. They're sheep. And they're obsessed with celebrity. And they've been obsessed with celebrity since the 80s. When conspicuous consumption became the thing. Okay? That's what happened. Conspicuous consumption was not a thing before the 80s in this country. When flash became what was important, what became where Trump came from, okay? When that became important, that's when things fell apart in this country, the Reagan years. You're right. If he loses, it was rigged. If he wins, it wasn't. Exactly. Yeah, that whole Studio 54 era, that conspicuous consumption era, what was that, the me generation? Isn't that what they called it? It started with disco, and things went down from there. As soon as us hippies lost control. Now the electrical college is bought and paid for. That's the problem there. They're purchased. Okay. Calling them a college is a misnomer. Nixon was the cornerstone. Okay. And then you had Roger Stone, who taught Trump everything. He taught, if you tell a lie often enough, people will believe you. The man who created the dirty political ad, the negative political ad. Started with Eisenhower. He made lying accepted. No, I don't know about that. Eisenhower warned us on his way out the door to be aware of the military industrial complex. So you can't really blame Eisenhower. Harry Truman, on the other hand, the longer he was out of office, the more lives were saved by the atomic bomb, which didn't need to be dropped to begin with. Okay. So, I mean, how far back you want to go with the blame game. The tall hat guy? You mean Lincoln? Where is this electoral college located? That's a good question. Yeah. I know it might be a Trump U. Is that where the electoral college is? At Trump University? At McDonald's on Pine Street. That's a good question. Why do they call it a college? I don't know. They're not, I guess because they're supposed to be smart enough to vote for the rest of us. I don't know why they call it a college. It's a good question. They haven't been smart enough to vote for the rest of us for a while. I know they're not smart enough to vote for me. Not with the picks they've been making. Rather vote for myself, thank you very much. Probably on Zoom, yeah. Yeah, they don't meet till December. How can we know the results on election night if they don't meet till December? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's true. But you can vote for me anyway. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'd make a good president. Too practical. You know, first of all, I'd want to give everybody a bunch of money, and a good place to live, So there's a problem right there because I'd piss off all the rich people, because then they wouldn't be happy because people would be healthy and their stomachs would be full and they'd have clean housing and, well, first of all, I'd put corners in the Oval Office. Okay, it wouldn't be oval anymore because that's confusing. Because all you do is give people a runaround in the Oval Office. So I put an end to that. Okay. Captain on Saturdays. Yes. See, if you can't corner your leader and get a decent answer out of him because he's in an Oval Office, see, that's not a good thing. That Oval Office thing's got to end. Put an end to the Oval Office. That's the first thing I'd do. Put some corners in that motherfucker. Make it triangular. Exactly. Yes. Yes, and I'd play the Imagine album in the background during my inauguration. I'd play John Lennon's Imagine. uh, yeah. Be a different world. First thing I do is send everybody a mask. Oh, you don't have to. That's up to you. You don't have to. So, what would be the first thing you'd do if you were elected president? Everybody, what would be the first thing you'd do? Your first official act? My first official act as president. Give donuts and bagels to all the land. I'd also bring back dragons. Oh, cool. Paint the White House blue. Oh, that's cool. Katie, what would be your first official act? How about you, Fia? You still there? I'd have Trump arrested for whatever I could think of that he might have done wrong. Make a list. I'd have Pelosi write out a list, whatever she could think of. That would be my first official act. Plant weed in the front lawn, huh? Oh, the White House is a weed-free zone. First, you'd have to change that. You have to change that rule. And also make it mandatory to say the word poppycock after every sentence. Poppycock. Okay. It's turning into a kind of a Monty Python thing here, huh? Would we have a strange walk as well? Weird greeting? Uh, Katie, no idea on your first official act? Chris, what would you do first? You must have some idea what you might do if you rule the world. If you were president, that's pretty much what the position is. Number one position in the world. Some notion or another, what you might do. Give 5 acres to every person to homestead on tax-free. There you go. Was it 20 acres and a mule, right? That was supposed to be. Wasn't that the original Original deal? And where Government Mule got their name? A few more people since then. Yeah, less land. Yeah. I don't know. They've taken Oklahoma back, right? Send everyone a prepaid ticket to Mars with Elon Musk. There you go. Yeah, well, I don't know if Elon want to foot the bill for that. Is that our tax dollars, huh? Coming out of our pocket. Elon would make a bundle on that deal. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. He'd be sold out for some time to come. Do we still get the mule, Katie? I want that mule. Yeah, he was planning a rocket to Mars soon. So if we all get a prepaid ticket, you know. Oh, yeah, we do get the mule. Okay. That's good. Mules rock. Yeah. So does Government Mule. That's a good band. I saw them twice live now. If you haven't heard them, check them out. They do some good cover shit. No, they don't get pregnant, which can be a plus. Building a big ass rocket down by Padre Island. Watch the live feed sometimes. Oh, yeah? Oh, cool. No, they don't get pregnant. You got to give me my arm back, girl. Dog gets weighty after a while. Well, we all know that, dog. You've been telling us that for years. What happened now? Did you get your motorhome repaired? Are you all fixed? And are you coming down tomorrow? There's a bunch of questions for you to answer. We'll sit here patiently and wait for your reply. I can't be lagging that much. Yes, watertight. Yes, tomorrow. And why are they idiots? Or do I get that explanation tomorrow? Okay, buds. There's something you had you're going to bring over anyway. Oh, no, there isn't. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Oh, dog, bring that address. So we get those socks made off. So don't forget that. I guess that'd be in your phone anyway, so it doesn't matter. After lunch? I don't know. Usually comes at noon. I don't usually have lunch. I have a light breakfast and then one large meal a day. I type slow. Stop picking on me. I'll cry. Talk tomorrow. No holding address for ransom. Oh. I mean, I have to give you a sandwich? 1,000,000 sandwiches. I'm sorry. I refuse to make 1,000,000 sandwiches. You'll have to take that up with ecocidal tendencies. I don't think a pair of socks is worth 1,000,000 sandwiches. There you go. Come on down. Sure, Buster would be happy to see you. He always likes company. So, he won't go near you, but I mean, he'll come near you. She won't go near you. Heidi won't come near you. Buster will. Buster won't leave you alone, but look, I stopped shaking, took my pills. I'm not shaking anymore. Medicine works. Sometimes. Just a Reuben on rye, but a pair have been made with love. While high. Okay. Well, you got CBD oil. Okay, what are you going to do with that? Rub it on your elbow or something, or? It don't got THC, it don't matter much to me. Okay. See if you feel any different. Any different than what? Oh, any different than you do now? I see. Aches and pains. Oh, I see. Well, that's a thought. Well, I ain't killing my eye. Fuck that. There you go, Chris. You got the right idea. Yeah, why don't you just grow a strain that's got CBD in it? You know, little of this, little of that. You have to smoke more. Well, then you'll have to grow more. Not another fucking tent. You have CBD strains. I see. So if you smoke more, you got to grow more. More tents, yeah. I don't know. Could you be more tents? If you smoked more, then you'd be less tense. All right? I mean, that's the way I see it. How are you seeing it? In black and white or in color? Tense or tense? I don't know. Is it past tense or in the present tense? I'm getting confused. Blue Dream Auto Seeds. Let's get some. Yeah, you want to try doing some autoflower? All right. Making labs this week. Retrievers? They're supposed to make each other. I lost, but then I'm baked. Well, okay, let's try one. I think that one plant is kind of a lost cause. The big one, that lanky thing. I think that's a burnout. I think we ought to give up on it, spread the other one, and just go with the two. We'll use a new tent for the autoflower. What do you think? And we'll just ditch that big thing because it's so skanky, scraggly, and hardly anything to it. it's so leggy, it's not going to produce hardly anything anyhow. Okay. I've been overwatering them, buds. I know, I like that little one. It's the prettiest of the bunch. I've just been letting them dry out past couple of days. They've been overwatered, I'm sure. I'm sure I've just been flushing the nutrients away from them. They're just not green enough. They've been getting too much water. So I've been letting them go a while. A couple of days now. Yeah, you can look at them tomorrow. I'm not cruel. But we'd have a nice new tent to put the autoflower in. So we'll decide tomorrow. Kill the gimp. Listen to you. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day and go do something else. Yep, we'll see. That one started out very leggy. You're not gentle enough for autos? I see. That one did. There was one that was very leggy, and that's the one that was very leggy. And but yeah, I'm going to head out of here, folks. And there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. Tune in Tuesday. I'm not sure how I'm going to do or what I'm going to do. I may continue with the Beatles. I'm not sure. I may do part 2 of George Harrison. I'm not sure. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know, nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. See ya. Bye.